All right, we're here with our sneak peek winner for the Extreme Forces. What did you play today?
Invoked Infernioid.
All right, just go ahead and give us your deck profile.
Alrighty. For the Infernioid lineup, we have the 3 Decatron, which is standard. I ran 1 Antra for pretty much locals purposes. I knew what I was going to go up against, and it was really a good out to the Crystal Wing, and just cards that are just really problematic that you can't get over through destruction.
Gotcha.
2 Harmonic. I wanted to run 3, but 2, like the deck is so tight on space, I had to drop 1. And the level 3 is okay. You can send it off Decatron to make it a level 4, and then you can just go into rank 4 plays. But I didn't see it too much, so I'd keep it at 2. 3 Patrulia, because a lot of people at locals would run back row. I might cut this down to 2 if it was regionals, and maybe adds some tech of some sort. But 3 was good. 1's a jet for the feet play. 2 Sidesmiths, 2 Atondal. I really like Atondal, especially with the new link, the cat. It beats them up to around 3,300, and it makes OTKing like a lot easier. For the big Infernioids, you got 2 Deviati and the 2 Inoku. Just so that imagination's always live. You always want to play 2 of each. Kaiju engine, we have Gamma Seal, the Comungulus, and the different dimension Kaiju. Really good against Wind Witch Invoked. That's pretty much like what was the main threat of the tournament, I feel. Getting over Crystal Wing is pretty hard without him.
And also the Babushka, right?
Babushka, yeah. That's a lot. Everybody was ending their turns on it, so it always helped.
And then also with the Antra, you can also return it back to your hand, right?
Crystal Wing, yes, if you bait it out with the Monster Negate. But Babushka can't be... it negates the Antra anyway. Invoked engine, just 3 Alistair. Lightsworn engine, just 3 Raiden. No Wolves. They break too hard and I always draw them, so I opted not to play them. 3 Snow, because you've so good. 3 Valor, because my boy Price talked me into it. At first I wasn't playing it, I was just playing 3 Ogre, and but I swear, man, at locals you Valor them and they just pass turn. It's literally that good. So honestly, if I had a Ash, I would have definitely dropped the Ogres and played 3 Ash and 3 Valor, because Valor is literally like the powerhouse at locals.
Kind of underrated right now.
Literally, yeah, it's super underrated. Like that should be like a fucking $80 card. It has too many printings. And then I guess you say win conditions, the Vanquishment and Imagination. Everybody's playing extra deck monsters. I'm always trying to go second as well, because I'm playing the hand traps and the kaijus. So they're always going to have an extra deck monster, so it's always usually live. And you resolve that, you pretty much... You should win the game. I don't see why you wouldn't, but yeah, so those are good. Meltdown searching the Alistair. This is just too good. Oh yeah, and also when you have a Meltdown on the field, they can't activate cards in response to like your Imagination or the summoning of Tierra or your Invocation monsters, which is pretty cool. 3 charge to mill and gets raided. 3 left arm. I guess the majority of the time are searching grass, but sometimes you'll search Meltdown. If you're against like a 60 card mirror match, usually you want to search Meltdown or search Imagination, but that's usually what the go-to are for left arm. 2 Invocation. I saw a build that ran 3, but you honestly don't ever want to draw it. You just want to always add it off Alistair. So 2 was perfect for me. Consistency, only 2 Desire, because we did a lot of testing, and honestly, when you had Desire in your hand, I felt like the hands were already good enough that you didn't really need. I mean, don't get me wrong, plus 1's always really good, but I thought 2 was just perfect, and also 2 because there's spacing issues like crazy in this deck for me.
Grass.
The
win condition.
Yeah, literally.
Plus, with Desires, when you're grassing, it kind of hurts you sometimes.
Yeah, Yeah, banishing.
It's better just
10.
to grass. Than...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, banish. It's pretty much 12 cards out of your deck. So yeah, and also too, when you're in the mirror match with the other 60 card deck and you desire, you open the door to get grass. This is all things to keep in mind like that. 1-for-1, summon Decatron, and you'd usually send. Usually first turn, you would summon Decatron if you have it through 1-for-1 or through normal summon, sending Deviati, so that you could protect your power plays like grass, even like your draw power or imagination, or pretty much everything, because everything could get ashed. So you always want to make sure like you could eliminate that option. So you'd summon this and send Deviati and just negate any hand trap they use. Kaiju Slumber, because you're running in Kaijus, and it's always good to just board wipe. And then lastly, we have the 2 feet, which is really good.
And what about your extra deck?
Extra deck, we have Sutirra. Summon this every single game, pretty much. It's like your go-to win con. So 2 is good. Oh, I see a lot of people running 1. I hate that because there's times like where you just go second and you draw 2 imagination, and you're gonna resolve both.
Gotcha.
So you always want to have 2. So you're gonna send 12 Inferniods. It's gonna be hard to lose that game. Invoked, we got Machaba or Mechaba, whatever. Purgatrio, 2 Purgatrios. I don't really summon Purgatrio too much actually. Just always Mechaba.
Pretty much the reason why this deck is good again.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the Invoked builds are just too superior over just like the normal 60 card. And I don't like Wolf, so 3 Entis for the sending off Tiara, popping 3 cards. Also, aside from Lord Omega, usually send this off Tiara to use its effect where you shuffle it back to the extra deck. You usually target your opponent's snows or anything that you need to hit out of their grave. Minerva, which I didn't summon once either day 1 and 2, but it's there. Babushka, I think I summoned it once. It's just good to stall, to draw like something you need, like when your power plays. Lynx was Decode Talker, the new Cap one, and Underclock Taker. And then side deck. We got the 3 Leonidas for Trickstars, because that was what I was expecting to play. I was expecting at least to play. I didn't even play 1 Trickstar, thankfully, but we had the 3 Leonidas for the Trickstar matchup. I also sided in a Psyframe Driver and 3 Epsilon for the Trickstar matchup, so I could negate Reincarnation. There you go, yeah. So pretty much the whole side is just based for the locals. I already knew what I was going to play, so I'm just siding for them. Like I sided in Massive Back Row Hate too, because there's Paleozoic players, 3 Twin Twister, 3 Cyclone, also for Pendulum Magicians. And these are probably going to get switched to 2 Kaijus, because I never sided these in and I never wanted to side them in. So I'd rather just have 2 Kaijus for the Invoked Wind Witch deck to get out Crystal Wing or out Machaba or any cards like that.
All right. Well, thank you for your deck profile.
No problem.